What's up, guys? Today on People Now.
I lose my mind. Give me a sign.
Britney Spears' Carpool Karaoke with James Corden is giving us all the feels this morning.
All those rumors, we're going to put them to rest right now. The two of you get in your bed.
Larry King and wife Sean reunite in bed. This couple, who have been together for 62 years until their nursing home split them apart, is going to tear your heart out this morning. Plus,
All I breathe, all I feel, you are all for me.
Ellie Goulding's new video for her song Still Falling For You is your sneak peek into Bridget Jones's Baby, and we have it this morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Who's excited? Woo! I know I am. So much to get to today. Here's what you need to know and what's trending. Check this out.
When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Yes, Britney Spears is the latest pop superstar to take a spin in James Corden's Carpool Karaoke, and she did not disappoint. The duo even whipping out the classic cardigans and pigtails for their rendition of Hit Me Baby One More Time. Spears and the Late Late Show host started out singing Oops, I Did It Again, and when Corden asked what the song's lyrics mean, Britney said, I don't know, I think it's just a song. Well, Corden also asked Spears about her love life, and she had this to say. Watch.
I might not ever go to men again. I think ever do the whole men thing anymore or get married I'm just done with men.
You're saying you don't want to be with anyone ever in the rest of your life?
I may French kiss someone.
Of course.
I might
yes,
French kiss
of
someone,
course,
but I'm
yeah.
not going to marry anyone, no. I don't believe in marriage anymore.
She's hilarious. Well, Spears may not have time for marriage, but she does have a new baby. Her 9th studio album, Glory, is out now, and Spears will be making her epic return to the MTV Video Music Awards on Sunday. And speaking of VMAs, a little later on, we'll be counting down the top 5 OMG moments from the awards show's very colorful history. Stick around for that.
We have a horizontal,
And
then we have a vertical.
I do this.
Yeah.
He does it.
Oh, that's
So I know Larry's been there.
You know what?
When our pillows
Sean,
look like that.
Sit
Okay.
down. Larry, sit down.
down. You guys-
All those rumors, we're going to put them to rest right now. The two of you get in your bed.
Larry King and wife Sean King are hopping into bed together to prove those cheating rumors wrong. The pair get cozy during an interview on the Hallmark Channel's Home and Family, where the talk show host and his actress wife break their silence following reports that Sean was in a year-long romance with British public speaker Richard Green. Here's what the two had to say about the rumors.
Now, I've been in the business, next May will be 60 years. And I've dealt with rumors a long time, interviewed people involved with rumors, and rumors are what they are. They're rumors. And I tell you the truth, I don't pay any attention to them.
But, you know, last week there was a rumor going around about Larry and a speech he made in Kiev, and you know, there was all this faldera about that. This week, I'm the latest pinup girl. It's you have to just develop a shell around yourself and not get hard on the inside.
Well, in this sit-down interview, the couple, who've been married for 19 years, also talk about how they first met outside of Tiffany & Company on Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. And when asked what drew Larry to his wife, he responds, "She had something special. She's beautiful, great hair, great face, great look, but she wobbles when she walks. It turned me on." Interesting, but I kind of like it. But earlier this week, People confirmed that Sean has been in a year-long affair with Green, and another insider told People that she had allegedly told Green that her marriage to Larry was over. So very interesting. For all breaking news on the couple, make sure to stay on people.com. All right, well, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard may have settled their divorce, but the drama continues between the exes. Amber Heard has called out Johnny Depp for using charity donation as his tax deduction. Amber announced earlier this month that the $7 million she was awarded in the couple's divorce settlement would be donated to her two favorite charities, the American Civil Liberties Union, with a focus on battling violence against women, and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, where Amber has volunteered for 10 years. Depp's rep announced that the actor donated the settlement money directly directly to the charities in a series of installments. Heard's team made a statement rejecting Depp's payment plan and insists that Depp was trying to change the terms of their settlement. Amber's team responding, if Johnny wishes to change the settlement agreement, we must insist that he honor the full amount by donating $14 million to charity, which, after accounting for his tax deduction, is equal to his $7 million payment obligation to Amber. And their statement suggests Depp should make the payments in a lump sum instead of installments. Anything less would be a transparent attempt by Johnny's counsel, Lara Wasser and Patty Glazer, to reduce their client's true payment by half under the guise of a newfound concern for charities that he has never previously supported. People confirms that the ACLU have already received the funds, but the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles received the first installment. Well, guys, the new cast of Dancing with the Stars will be announced on Monday. People has previously confirmed that Ryan Lochte will be among the celebs competing. But when Jeremy Parsons just sat down with the Dancing with the Stars alum Noah Galloway, he asked him who he wants to see hit the dance floor and what his advice is for this season's competitors. Take a look.
You know, the advice I would give is listen to your dance partner. I mean, they're professional dancers. I was quick to see that in Sharna Burgess, and whatever she wanted, I did. Because I don't know anything about dance, and sometimes it was like, you sure? Like, this is gonna work? But she knows what she's doing. And I've told that, I've met some of her other dance partners since I was on, and I've said, listen to her. Whatever she says, she knows what she's doing.
You're in good hands. She knows what's going on. There are a lot of rumors about who will be in the new cast. Okay, so there are reports that by some that Simone Biles from the Olympics, Bachelorette JoJo Fletcher may join the cast. We don't know for sure. We can only speculate. Who would you love to see competing this year?
You know, it's not a specific person. We've seen people with different disabilities. We've had veterans on there. I would like to see a blind veteran.
Nice.
Or someone with a visual impairment. We've had deaf. We've had people missing limbs. I would like to see, because I know I've been told about a veteran that has lost his eyesight that is a really good dancer, and that's the kind of people I would like to see that. I think that'd be inspiring. And
if the producers are watching, call this man up. We've got a connection to make it happen. That would be incredible. And that, I mean, the level of sort of competition there would take on a whole new realm.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift. And Sarah Jessica Parker, and Liam Hemsworth. This is Jared Leto in People, photobombing Anne Hathaway. And Reese sneaking one in on Sophia and Joe. This is Dustin Hoffman, photobombing the dame herself, Judi Dench. Proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People, the details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Netflix's latest stand-up comedy special, Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy We've Been Thinking, is out today. It features the blue-collar comedy alums giving their hilarious takes on topics as varied as dog poop and Las Vegas. It's our Toyota People pick of the day, and we have a sneak peek of the special. Check it out.
I got a buddy named Perk. He's a carpenter. He wears this phone on a clip on his belt, so anytime he puts his hands on his hips, he butt dials somebody. So one day, Perk butt dials me, and I don't have anything to do, so I'm just listening to him. I can hear him walking around, and I hear a door open, and I hear a door close. Well, then I hear a lid go up. Being the mature adult I am, I go running down the hall. I find my wife. I'm like, Perk's peeing, Perk's peeing, Perk's peeing. Put it on speakerphone. Me and my wife sit there and listen to my buddy urinate. Halfway through it, we heard. My wife starts laughing so hard she wet her pants. Which I think is God's way of saying, verily, verily, do not listen to thee that butt dial ye.
So good. And the man behind that joke, Jeff Foxworthy, is live in the People Now studios. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Nice to be here.
It's so nice to have you. We were just talking before, you have a farm. I'm from a farm, so it's kind of great. We have a lot in common.
It is kind of great. Yeah, I avoid a lot of the people, because I go home, take my kids to school. I'm on a tractor. Staying on a tractor will keep you out of trouble.
New York City, a little different than life at home.
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm so excited for this special. You're hilarious. We just heard you end that butt dialing joke by revealing that your wife peed her pants. Now, of course, you and Pamela have been married for over 30 years.
Yeah.
Does she ever get upset with you for including her in these routines?
Yeah, there she is. You know what? Bless her heart. The only time she ever got upset, it was years ago. we were in the airport and somebody came running up to her and they go, "Are you the one with the cold butt?" And she said, "Quit talking about the temperature of my butt on television." So
your wife has gotten a little bit for that.
Well, I always talk about my family. It's like with my in-laws. I said, "I'm going to talk about you. You're too funny. But in return, I'll take you on a great vacation every year." And then when you went on vacation with them, you ended up with 20 more minutes of material. And so it was like a loop, you know, you couldn't get out of it.
So your in-laws too sometimes.
Oh my God, everybody in my family has gotten it, yeah.
So funny. Well, the special also stars your friend Larry the Cable Guy. He's called you guys the new Siegfried and Roy of entertainment. Do you agree with this assessment? Well, that's a big reaction.
Siegfried, I'm not quite Siegfried and Roy. No tigers or anything like that. We've just been buddies since 1986. And so the only negative thing I've ever found about being a comedian is you're by yourself on the road. And so doing it with him, you're with one of your best friends. And so in this tour, we each do stand-up. Then at the end, we'll bring stools out and just do a Q&A with the audience, which ends up being hilarious. But you know, we sit there and laugh with each other and at each other all night. And, you know, we're kind of like, I can't believe they pay us to do this. You know, we're just having so much fun.
And what is it like touring with him? Who gets in more trouble?
Who do you think gets in more trouble?
Probably him,
yeah,
right?
We always say when Larry turns 12, we're going to throw him a party.
That's funny.
Yeah, you know, and I tell everybody he's a little bit like the human fair. After 5 minutes, you're going to feel better about your own family. You know how you go to the fair and you think your family's crazy, and then you look around and go, you know what, we're all right? That's kind of what it is, living with him all the time.
I love that. So you're not a very political comedian, but the presidential election does come up a little bit in the stand-up.
Yeah.
So do you find that hard to kind of balance? Do you go there? I mean, it probably gives you a lot of material.
Well, there is a lot of material there, but like I learned early on, coming from Atlanta, and I would come to New York, and there were guys that were political comedians. But as I would sit in the back of the room, no matter which side they were on, you realized half the audience hated them. Half the audience loved them, half the audience hated them. And I thought, well, you know, my job's to make everybody laugh. So I just kind of avoided, you know, always, I mean, it's not like I don't have opinions about it, but to me, my job is to make everybody. It's to find those things, even though we just met. There's a ton of things we have in common. And so that's my job, is to find that. And so I just assume, hey, if I think something, or my wife says it, or my family does it, surely there's other people doing the same things.
And as a stand-up, has there ever been a presidential election more crazy than the one currently going down?
No, are you kidding me? I don't care which side you're on. You're like, really? This is who we've got? So I mean, I think it's unique. I think 30 years from now, we're going to look back and go, wow.
You'll be like, I had a lot of material.
That really happened. Yeah, here's some things I didn't say about that then that I'd like to say now.
Yes, well, later today, you're going to be on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Exciting.
It is exciting.
So Jessica Alba is going to also be on, and I hear you guys are going to be maybe playing beer pong.
Yeah.
Who do you think is better at beer pong, you or Jessica Alba?
Who do you, I probably had more experience at it.
You would think,
growing
but
up,
sometimes, you know, the sleeper, she could be a sleeper.
She could be a sleeper.
Yeah.
She could be a sleeper. And it's fun, you know, for me, I've been doing The Tonight Show for 26 years now. So I've been through a lot of incarnations. And Jimmy's fun. Jimmy's always, you're not uptight. He's like you would think he would be. He's just that fun.
Well, we're excited for that. And speaking of late night TV, earlier in the show we were talking about Britney Spears doing Carpool Karaoke with James Corden.
Yeah.
Will we ever see you doing Carpool Karaoke? And if so, what would you be singing?
Oh my gosh, I have a kind of a wide range. I have a thing because I grew up like in high school in the 70s. I'm like, when I go on radio stations, I can name tunes in like one note or two notes from the 70s, tell you who sung it and who did it. So maybe if we could do a 70s throwback thing, I'd wear that out.
Do you quiz your kids about that? Because my dad does that.
Right?
Yeah. Like a song will come on
and my oldest daughter can go through and,
really?
You know, like the 70s and 80s, she can just name them off.
She's better than I am. So we also, in the show, we're talking about Dancing with the Stars. The new cast is going to be announced on Monday. Will we ever see you on Dancing with the Stars?
You will never see me. But when I dance, people pledge money to find a cure. It's not pretty. Well, and our buddy Bill Engvall did it because they asked Larry the Cable Guy and I about doing it. And Bill got on there he was like destroyed. That, you know, he had to have knee surgery afterwards. He had a torn rotator cuff. Every week he's like, I wish they would vote me off. I'm falling apart, you know. So now.
So not your
You
thing.
will not see me on Dancing
We'll
with
have
the
to have a
Stars.
dance off because I'm a pretty horrible dancer.
Are you bad?
I'm pretty bad.
Okay.
I might be worse than you are.
No, there's no way.
Well, Jeff Foxworthy, thank you so much. And you guys, Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy, We've Been Thinking is streaming now on Netflix, so check it out. And stay with us, the emotional story about a couple who have been together for 62 years, suddenly separated by nursing homes, plus the top 5 VMA OMG moments to get you ready for this year's big show. It's all coming up in just 30 seconds.
Oh, her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. You're amazing, just the way you are.
Don't miss all the latest amazing stories right at your fingertips. People love people.
A couple of years ago, just a couple.
Just a couple.
Before you were
Sure.
a big TV star.
Sure.
You actually were in a couple of commercials.
Hardly fair. How it feels.
We dug one up.
Yes.
I may have watched these on loop.
Okay,
Here's
I'm so
one.
excited.
It's kind of amazing.
Thanks for coming.
Going back to school is a big deal.
Secrets.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
This is fabulous.
Secret Solid.
I am the oldest student here.
Not really.
For strong pH balance protection that really keeps you dry, the one to use is this, Secret Solid.
You are going to be a great student.
Yeah.
Your registration, ma'am.
Don't laugh.
Strong enough for a man, pH balanced for a woman.
That's awesome. I've never even seen this one.
What is it like though, seeing it 20 years later?
It's fantastic because you know I was 23 going back to school.
Oh my gosh.
Like, come on. Do you know that the first role I played was as a washed-up actress and I was 22?
Really?
Like on professional stage after
Oh my
college.
gosh.
But this isn't a character who's going back to school. Like she's like, ooh, it's a lot.
And there you are.
And I was doing theater at night, but theater didn't pay my bills.
Which is why you had the commercials.
Which is why I did, but it was something that was really fun to do because you would do them and they would be a couple hours and then you go back and do your show.
Yeah.
And I thought that it was, my dad was like, I cannot believe they're paying you for this. Like he in his mind,
Like
it
real
was
money.
free
You're
money.
like,
Yeah. And he was like, this is because at the time they pay you so many residuals, right? And it's not like you were wealthy, but it was rent.
Right.
So you can continue to do what you wanted to do. It was amazing. I loved it.
And for something like the secret commercial we just saw, did you
Yeah.
get the checks and deodorant? Like, were you?
They never gave me any deodorant.
I think we need to call up Secret and be like,
I don't even
thought
know if it aired. I felt like some of them, like Poland Springs aired.
Oh wow.
And then like a couple of them did, and I did a bunch of toothpaste.
Oh my goodness, I can see that. What was
I was like,
give us your
hi.
toothpaste smile.
Oh, hi.
I like that.
Yeah, and I was always like goofy, you know? And like one of them had my husband's arm around me, and we're both like in our like little ratty robes.
I love that.
It was awesome.
I love it. I love a good flashback. Well, thank you, Elizabeth Mitchell. Okay, moving on to some more headlines. This one, not such a happy one. Zac Efron has revealed the sad news that his dog named Puppy has passed away. Efron posted on Instagram on Thursday night saying, "Through thick and thin, you've always been my best friend. I'll see you at the finish line. Rest in peace, Puppy Efron." He also quoted Chance the Rapper's song Finish Line, writing, "Felt hog-tied ever since my dog died. He lived to 84. Damn, that's a long ride. I know he up there. He just sit and he wait. I'll be racing up the stairs. I'm the get to the gate singing." Efron revealed he got Puppy in April of 2012, posting this photo of himself with the Australian Shepherd from the previous Christmas. Well, very sweet, but our thoughts go out to Zac today. All right, guys, there's a heartbreaking photo of an elderly couple going viral this week. Canadian pair Wolf and Anita Gottschalk have been married for 62 years and were hoping to spend the rest of their lives together. But unfortunately, now they can only see each other every other day due to being admitted into separate nursing homes. Their granddaughter, Ashley, who's one of the family members who takes turns driving the couple to see each other, posted the photo of the two on Facebook on Tuesday, captioning it, "After 62 years together in marriage, they have been separated for 8 months due to bad backlogs and delays by our healthcare system, whom have the power to have my grandpa move to the same care facility as my grandmother. They cry every time they see each other, and it is heartbreaking. She goes on to write, "We are afraid, however, that if they are living apart much longer, his memory of her won't stay. This has been a strain on our family, making the 30-minute commute to bring her to see him every second day so he does not forget her." The granddaughter posted to Facebook to urge friends to share their story so that the healthcare authority, Fraser Health, can reunite the couple, pleading in the post. Now with the news of cancer, our fight to have them in the same facility is even more urgent. They deserve this. Financially, physically, and emotionally exhausted, me and my family are begging for your help, my friends. We want justice for my grandparents who, after 62 years together, deserve to spend their last moments in the same building. The Facebook post has now been shared thousands of times, so fingers crossed that those two can be reunited for good soon. All right, guys, I've got the top 5 OMG moments from the VMAs to get you ready for this year's big show. Coming in at number 5, Kanye for president. In 2015, the rapper announced his plan for 2020 during his 13-minute acceptance speech for the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award, and T-Swift presented it to him. At number 4, Beyonce's baby bump. During the 2011 VMAs, Queen Bee revealed her baby bump in the most adorable way while singing her hit song, Love on Top. It had the Beehive and the rest of the world buzzing. And from buzzing to twerking, number 3 happened in 2013, thanks to Miley Cyrus and Robin Thicke. Cyrus serenaded us with her hit We Can't Stop, and then Thicke threw everyone for a loop when he jumped on the stage for some blurred lines. You could say that again. Number 2 was in 2003, the kiss scene round the world. Madonna and Britney locked lips and launched 1,000 headlines. But do you remember Christina's kiss? If you didn't, it's because the cameras cut away to get Justin Timberlake's reaction. Priceless. And the number 1 most OMG VMA moment is that time when Kanye said, "I'm gonna let you finish," to Taylor Swift. T-Swift was just trying to make her acceptance speech for her Best Female Video win for her song You Belong With Me, when Kanye came up to say Queen Bey should have won for single ladies. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Why can't we all just be friends?
This is Blake Lively in People, famous for her dazzling red carpet style. And this American classic. This is American sweetheart Julia Roberts, who served these at her wedding. And Matthew McConaughey, who told people that while he never accomplished his childhood dream, he still scored big. People, celebrating America and the stars who show their stripes. Don't miss this week's People.
It's that time again. The stars are on the move, and we're following them in today's edition of Star Tracks. That's a clip from Ellie Goulding's new music video for her single Still Falling For You. It debuted on Thursday, and the song is part of the soundtrack for the upcoming Bridget Jones's Baby. The music video offers an additional look into Bridget's complicated life. Played by Renee Zellweger, she's now facing life after her breakup with longtime love interest Mark Darcy, played by Colin Firth. There will be a love triangle with an American man, played by Patrick Dempsey, so it looks like it's going to be pretty interesting for her. Goulding's Still Falling For You is available now, and Bridget Jones's Baby will premiere September 16th. All right, guys, look, it's our favorite Hollywood couple, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Relationship goals to a T. They've been married since 2012 and have 1 child together, James, and Lively is pregnant with her 2nd child. And guess what? It was Blake's 29th birthday on Thursday. So her hubby decided to celebrate with a sweet tweet for Blake and for Billy Ray Cyrus as well. Yes, Ryan tweets, "Just want to wish Billy Ray Cyrus the most special, magical birthday ever. I love you with all my heart. Also, happy birthday to my wife." Of course, Ryan is being silly here, but to be fair, Thursday was in fact Billy Ray Cyrus's 55th birthday. And Cyrus hilariously responded to Reynolds' tweet with, "Thanks, man, you really know how to mend an achy breaky heart. Tell your wife happy birthday." Taylor Swift also wanted to get in on the birthday action as well, posting this adorable pic with the caption, "Happy birthday, Blake. You're a wonderful friend to humans and koalas alike. I absolutely love you." Well, happy birthday to Blake. Well, Well, to say the band DNC has had a great year is a huge understatement. After their smash hit Cake by the Ocean took America by storm, the breakout stars delivered their follow-up single Toothbrush, which we cannot get out of our heads. The Joe Jonas-led band will be taking over Rockefeller Plaza today on NBC's Today Show as part of the City concert series, so make sure to check that out. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
Well, Jordan Fisher has just released his self-titled album, and instead of taking a break, he is touring, starting with performing at the Arthur Ashe Kids Day to kick off the U.S. Open. So when Jordan just stopped by the People Now studios, I had to ask him about what it means to him to be a part of this event. Plus, I asked Jordan about that Flo Rida moment he had at the Teen Choice Awards. Check it out.
I think just kind of the culmination of the artists that are going to be there. Flo Rida, I'm a massive Troye Sivan fan. I love Zara Larsson. Who doesn't have a crush on her? She's like Swedish Beyonce in all of the best ways. And then I'm co-hosting it with Laura Marano and Joey Bragg, who are both good friends. And I think just the mission, being able to kind of bring everybody together and pay tribute to somebody that really persevered.
So this is also going to be a little bit of a reunion for you and Flo Rida, because he pulled you down the carpet in that performance. That was so awesome. The Teen Choice Awards.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Was that, now I need to know because I just rewatched that, was that random? Did you know he was going to pull you with him? Was it planned out?
I was told to be there for some sort of thing, and then they're like, so he's going to come down the carpet while you're in an interview and he's going to grab you. And I said, not a lot of people are grabbed by Flo Rida on a daily basis. I guess I can consider myself lucky.
So maybe it'll be a little of a reunion for you
Maybe,
guys.
we'll see.
Such a great guy. Such a great guy. All right, guys, coming up next week, Lance Bass joins us live to tell us all about his new hosting gig for the new reality dating show, Prince Charming. Plus, Emeril Lagasse reveals the origins of his BAM catchphrase. You do not want to miss it. All right, thanks for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Unreal star Craig Bierko. Enjoy, and we'll see you next week.
Hi, my name is Craig Bierko from Lifetime's Unreal, and this is One Last Thing. The last movie that I saw that gave me the feels. By the way, if you talk like that and you say the feels, don't do that anymore. You're ruining the English language. The last movie that gave me the feels, it was Sandra Bullock in Gravity. I saw it on a big screen in my house, and I was like this the entire time. The last song I heard that stuck in my head is from I love these guys. And it's their 50th reunion. The Monkees have a new album out, and it's called Good Times. The first song that I heard was called She Makes Me Laugh. You're listening to this song, great melody, great arrangement, very light and beautiful. And just when you think, kind of creepy if a 70-year-old guy is singing about a girl who makes him laugh, but it's not, and you realize he's singing about his granddaughter.
Well, comedian Leslie Jones' personal website was hacked on Wednesday. According to multiple reports, a slew of personal information and nude photos of the star were leaked, including her passport, driver's license, and various iCloud photos, which were